Hi everyone, so here I am with no script again. Let's see how it goes. So I'm going to be talking about reinvesting in your business today. And just want to say thank you to Anne for suggesting this topic. I actually reached out to you guys, asked what you would like me to cover, and Anne said she'd like to know about reinvesting in your business. And I suppose maybe it's a topic I didn't want to talk about for a while. But I always find that things come full circle, and what's happened is it's kind of come around again where I'm thinking about it, and so it makes sense to talk about it. So Education Business Club, obviously that's a startup. It's a completely separate company to Classroom Secrets, so it doesn't share money or anything like that. So Education Business Club obviously doesn't have the capital in it that Classroom Secrets does to invest into things in the business. So let's talk about that. I've still invested though in training, and you can invest in other ways as well. But in Education Business Club, I've invested in training, and one of the courses that I bought actually was Influencer School. Now, I already know a lot that's in Influencer School. Sometimes it's helpful just for that reminder, have it all in one place, work through it, and then you can go back to it. So I'm a massive fan of content learning, which is what I'm going to be bringing to you anyway. Something similar, not a course, more of a well, there will be courses, but anyway, I'm getting off topic, and this is why I had the script before. Anyway, so reinvesting in your business. Then I signed up to Influencer School, and that's because I understand that growing me and my ability to market in a different market, because while my business is in Education Business Club is technically in the business market rather than in the education market as well. So I have to consider that and make changes and learn new skills for that. So I'm much quicker to invest now in my business, even though I don't have as much money in it. I waited longer in Classroom Secrets to be able to do that. So one of the ways, obviously, is to invest in yourself and your knowledge. Now, I did actually record an episode way back when, before I finished the episodes and had a break, about making sure that you get paid from your business and profit first, and how in the beginning I did not take any money out of the business and how that was a bad thing. And am I about to kibosh that episode? I'm not. I still believe that. But you know what? At Education Business Club, I'm not taking money out there either, because I already have a salary, so I don't need to worry about that. And I want to grow the business, and I think that's the key message I want you to take. I know everyone is in a different situation, and we'll talk about that in a minute. But Classroom Secrets, because I didn't take the money out, because I didn't need it for a salary, or I didn't need to take lots out, I could afford freelancers when I needed them. I could spend it on things that I needed for growth, like social media ads, new software, training for myself. Yeah, I did do quite a bit of SEO training and marketing training at that time. And so I had the capital there. It's much harder to grow a business when you haven't got anything in the first place. So that is just something to think about, really. And you can only make a plan based on your circumstances. You might be somebody who has left teaching. Let's say you're a tutor and you have to get so many tutees to be able to make it work. You've got to get the money in to pay for your bills and things, and I completely get that. That is going to slow your growth unless you can find a way to get more than you actually need, because we need this capital, really, to be able to push us forward and help us to grow. So if you can leave the money in, as long as you spend it in the right way and you're thinking about that money and making more money in the future, you can absolutely grow faster. And that's definitely what we did, because I built this buffer in the company, and then when resources did well, I used freelancers for those particular resources, and the money was there to be able to pay for them, and just also not worry about, oh, well, this has gone out this month. It might be that, I don't know, in April, maybe there were a lot more resources created and it cost a lot more money. And maybe in July that wasn't the case, or it could even be vice versa, even though July is a quiet month because of the buffer that we built up in the company. We just saved a lot of money in the company. So it really is important to reinvest in your business if you want to grow it more quickly. So I really want you to take that one away, because I think when you look on social media and lots of influencers, everybody talks about getting money and having money now. And that obviously is important. I'm not saying that's not. And, I subscribe to that as well. I think we all have money stories and we all need to work on our money mindset. And I've talked about that before. But have we stopped saying, you kind of need to leave money in the business and use that for growth, just like you would leave it in a bank account to make sure that, well, now we've got interest rates anyway. Not when we didn't have them. But yeah, now we've got good interest rates. You'd leave money in the bank, wouldn't you? And you'd let that grow. Well, it's the same thing. How are you using that money in your business to help your business grow? And there are lots of different ways of doing that. And, I was talking to Ed about it the other day, which is why I thought, yes, now is the time to do an episode on reinvesting into your business. Just as I'm doing with Education Business Club now, I've just signed up to a new software subscription so that I can deliver this membership later on. And I'm doing that because I've kept the money in, because I've been delivering sessions and I've kept the money in, so I've got the money to invest. But Zoho, you might use Zoho. I've recommended it before. We use it for a lot of things. We use the entire package pretty much. And Ed's actually going to the Zoholics conference next week in London. And he was reading up, and apparently Zoho are the first company who have bootstrapped their way to be $1 billion company, which is absolutely amazing. Like, they've never taken outside investment. They've done it all on their own. And, at Classroom Secrets, we've never taken outside investment. We've done it by just growing organically and pushing what we've got within the company and saving money within the company. So, yeah, it really is important to keep hold of your money as well as make sure that you do get paid. And you might be thinking, oh my word, Claire, how am I going to do that? I'm only getting £100 a month. Well, I've talked about Profit First before. I've talked about the bucket of money. So put one aside for reinvesting back into the company. You don't have to take all of the profits as profit. You can just use them as retained profits to help grow the company. So, can you keep your money in and make more of it? That's my question to you. What will help you multiply the money that you have in the company? That's something to really think about over the next week. So I hope I've sparked something inside of you that'll get you thinking. Maybe go on a walk and ponder that one. But do reinvest in your business. Don't take all of the money out, because you really will stunt your growth. And you want to grow. That's why you're listening to this. But I really want you to grow. That's why I'm doing this for you. That's why I'm recording this episode. So, if it sparks something and you've got some thoughts, then message me on Instagram. I'd love that. I'd love to know that. I'd really helped you rethink how you are reinvesting in your business. And with that, I'll see you next week.